This conference will now be recorded.
Hey everybody, Dr. Doug Smith here. It's Thursday at 2:30. Time for our Monday through Thursday 2:30 podcast. This would be our last podcast of the week, which is always sad. As everybody knows, I'm going through the process of writing the book, which I'm taking very seriously. I want to write a good book. I want to write a book that will allow us to raise some money so we can get the first lawsuits filed, the first mass tort lawsuits filed. These will be the first lawsuits filed against the pharmaceutical manufacturers. Well, really, the manufacturers, the wholesalers, the distributors, the retailers, everybody that was responsible, everybody that touched a pill before it got to your hands is fair game, and they're all going to be included in this. Okay, and we got to make this. We got to make this count. We got to make what they did so expensive for them that they never do it again. Okay, they've got to pay and pay and pay. Now, their paying does not fix your genetic damage. Their paying does not fix the genetic damage that was passed down to your offspring. But we've got to make sure that they pay, and we can do that. So I'm looking for the people who want to be the in the first wave of lawsuits. Now, there's a process here because it costs money to file lawsuits. It costs money to put together mass tort lawsuits and properly get them filed. And so we got to raise that money. Okay, nobody's going to give it to us. We've got to go out and raise it, and that's one of the purposes of the book is to raise enough money to file the first wave of lawsuits. But you can't raise money on a book unless you sell the book. So what I'm looking for are people who are willing to work in their community, work on their social media, do whatever it takes to sell, 10, 15, 20 books. And now we got enough money to put together and file a mass tort lawsuit. As I'm going through the process of writing the book, I'm looking at a lot of graphics that we've put together in the past, and the one that's on the screen now is one that I look at a lot. This is from our clinical trial, and it's an amazing graphic. There on top, you see our people, the opioid dependent people that have taken the opioids long enough that when they try to stop taking the opioids, they get sick. And then there beneath them, you see the opioid naive people. Okay, people on top are in withdrawal. People on bottom have never taken opioids. And the drastic difference, okay, we use gray for things that are abnormal. Okay, and so what you have here is a blood draw there on the left. That's a blood draw for the 3 adrenalines, 3 catecholamines, epinephrine, norepinephrine, and dopamine. And then the answer to 2 separate questionnaires. The opioid craving questionnaire and the autonomic toxicity questionnaire. So you're questioning how sick they feel, and look at the amount of gray. Look how sick they feel. Okay, they feel like they're going to die, and the blood work would be compatible with them dying. Okay, look at that blood work. Out of 15 people, 13 out of 15 had at least one abnormal adrenaline level. That's not compatible with life. Okay, that is not compatible with life. Mother Nature put together an incredible system of overseeing the adrenalines, overseeing the catecholamines, overseeing epinephrine, norepinephrine, and dopamine. Okay, first off, Mother Nature has a very short half-life. The adrenals only last about 2.5 minutes. Okay, now remember, okay, we drew the blood that you see in front of you on day 3. These people had experienced days worth of adrenaline toxicity. Unprecedented, unheard of. It's amazing anybody survived. Okay, and that short half-life was one of the ways that Mother Nature tried to make sure that she kept tight control over the adrenals, because the adrenals have the ability to kill you. Okay, one of the other ways that Mother Nature tried to keep control over the adrenals is to put them in the adrenal glands and put the adrenal glands under control of the autonomic nervous system, specifically the fight or flight system. Okay, and that's the area of the DNA that got damaged. That's 450 million year old DNA and got damaged. So what you're looking at there on the screen in front of you, it sums up so much, and it's a big part of the book, and it's a big part of the how and why you got sick. So let's hold here for today. Let's hold here for this week. Amazing stuff we're looking at. Please, if you're interested in being in the first wave of mass tort lawsuits and you're interested in helping us sell the books on social media, locally in your communities, whatever we got to do, okay, reach out to me. Send me a text. Send me an email. Reach out to me and say, hey, I want my revenge. I want to see justice. I want to see these guys pay for what they did to me. Okay, I want to be in that first wave of lawsuits. I want to take a stand. I want to take a stand for myself, take a stand for my family, and take a stand for others. Okay, reach out to me, text me, email me. Let me hear from you. Okay. All right, we'll hold here for today. Everybody have a great weekend. I'll get a lot of writing done over the weekend. Let me hear from you. As always, please post this podcast on your social media, everybody else's social media. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us. Remember, we are a peaceful group. Okay, we saw what happened Friday a week ago at the CDC. That is not us. Okay, we are not a violent group. Okay, we're gonna have our day in court, but we're not gonna take up arms against anybody. That is not us. All right, everybody have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you all again next week.